name's PALMER. I'm an agile transformation coach. I'm going to do 10 minutes on how to blow up a performance appraisal system.
So my talk is about, it's not like a case study, 60 to 100 consultants I think, and they were in Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane, and I joined there as a principal consultant and as the head of people and culture. Now for those that know me, that's a very dangerous thing to do because I shouldn't be the go-to person for HR issues generally, right? That's probably not a good idea. Just a mountain of organisational debt. So the performance appraisal system was lifted and shifted from Deloitte. They had, I know, it was just this multi-tabbed Excel spreadsheet from hell. It was just horrific. But everything was just copied from other people because it's what you do. You're bootstrapping, so you just grab what you know and off you go. And our job was to enforce compliance of the values and the processes and the policies that some existed, some didn't exist. I had a kind of challenge with it because the idea was I was meant to meet some of these guys for coffee in the CBD. How are you getting on? Not so good. Oh, never mind, here's a coffee. Off we go. This clearly wasn't going to work for me. So I did what any of us would do in this situation, I believe, speed dating. We got in a room, and because we were Australian, it's fine, we fed them some beer. And we wanted to find out genuinely who they were. So, okay, so tell me about your wants, money. Tell me about your needs to try and uncover genuinely what they're after. And some really interesting things came out. One chap, Sam, opened up and went, well, what I really need at work is just closer personal relationships. I need to feel a kinship and a bond with the people I work with. And that was a genuine need that kind of unearthed from this. And we kind of came up with this idea, this experiment kind of formed collectively in our heads. Snappily called it a peer hub, and we had to talk to the CEO, and I said I want to do something a little bit different. What I'd like to do is just get this group together on a regular basis, and the canvas idea consisted of a little area for kind of self-reflection. So how have I got on at work? What have I contributed to work? How has work contributed to me? How have I got on with my client? Just from the very beginning of filling out that initial canvas, we uncovered just amazing stuff from the people, right? The professionalism was going and people were able to bring themselves to work a bit more fully, right? The notion of professionalism was important, but not as important as being authentic in the workplace. What I had to double check, there's a wonderful picture about this. This literally just says, we'll press lever for food. If you've seen the image, there's just a rat holding that up. I just love that picture. So I just blown up the entire hierarchy. Now the trouble is, every system needed it. You couldn't submit a leave request without it getting approved by a manager. Every turn you took required the hierarchy. From a HR perspective, are people allowed to bring their whole selves to work? It was an actual cause of concern. Are we allowed to have these open discussions about what's happening in people's personal lives into the office? So I had to talk to HR consultants, like actual real proper ones rather than me. That didn't actually deter the CEO, bless him. And he said, let's amplify this. Let's actually make this how we operate. Biggest change was not necessarily the concept, which all made sense because everyone hated the performance appraisal system. The hardest part was finding the facilitator for those peer hubs. So we did 2 days with these peer hub facilitators to talk about how to handle conflict, learning styles, servant leadership, all these different pieces just to help make sure that these guys could actually bring that out within each one of their hubs. So we did a self-selection exercise where each hub could just select their own hub members because it felt better rather than just grabbing the slices of the pie that had been decided in the boardroom at some point. Because what we wanted from the peer hubs was not people to hang out with their mates. Because people will hang out with their mates anyway. That's absolutely fine. You're going to do that no matter what. The peer hubs were designed to try and be kind of learning groups. So they had to be very diverse. Just a mixture, kind of complete melting pot on each hub. So it would be challenging and you would help each other grow because it was slightly awkward. I didn't expect at the start when I said we should get rid of the performance appraisal system was a completely flattened hierarchy. This just disappeared. And in its place were these just kind of little cells of consultants with different experiences and backgrounds. We did reverse delegation, which if anyone has ever done that is really funny. So we had to have like a foundation hub, which is where we bunged all the directors. Now there was like, okay, so what are they going to be doing in this new world? And they had a very simple mission in life, which was to find really good, challenging work for the clients to pick up, right? This is your mission in life. Your other mission in life is to do all the stuff, all the admin, the PAs don't want to do. And very quickly we saw those systems change. I put the foundation up at the bottom, you're the foundation up, congratulations, you're at the bottom. And some of the directors got a bit upset, they went, but that's still hierarchy, we're just at the bottom of it now. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll put you to the side and you're all flat. And I'm much happier with that as a picture. They made me write, this was too much detail for me to cope with, literally the book of peer hubs. So I'll pass it out, it's quite amusing. But I had to get all this detail right because this is how we were going to operate now. It was a very interesting year of my life. But to get there and to roll it out, and when I describe this talk, it's how to blow up a performance appraisal system. To me, it's two things: find the opportunity and have the desire. That was 2014 in Melbourne. That was the story of peer hubs. So that's it. Thank you, guys.